Cobra. Man, let me get this beat over, bruh. Ain't no here, I'm from the north, bruh. That's what was told to us. How I'ma be running with this bag of nine? How I'ma look in front of my people like a clown? The book is what we never will abide by. Getting loose, beefing with each other like a checkerboard and goose. Up in Compton, otherwise up in New York, you keep them open wide. Played by a bit of Italian, all fine young black female stallions. Give me the keys to your car and your medallion. You far away from your home using alien.
Astro, no. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean, ay. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in. She keep playing me dumb, I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around, see, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge, I'm everything like this. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put it in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. When a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break yo. That I'm so fine. You could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean, ay. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Going. I don't wanna go, I'm already gone. Blinders, drawn to the
Oh, so you gone, right? Ooh, oh, so you gone. You be gone like the wind, I be gone like Chicago. I be gone like the wind, I be gone like a windy. If you be gone, I be gone like Chicago. If you be gone, I be gone like a yeah. You said he gone, I be gone like the wind. Fuck me, my brother, you supposed to be king. You said you really would care. You said you really be there. All of your latency frequently throwing my frequency off. When you vibrating the same, when you vibrating the same, when you vibrating the same. I be so gone like that Monica, you be gone like Saturn. You got a pass in the front seat, I got a pass in the back seat. You got a pass in the front seat, I got a pass in the back seat.
Every single time we you got me. It really doesn't take too much. You got me. Every single time, you see.
一个废字不能概括，对味的实在有态度，改造了总比我再错。我脚步悠悠，漫步在长沙的街头 ，say wo wo，I am the local。24/7有热辣的状态 ，it's for show， 跟着我走走。长沙人虽讲的塑料普通话也炸，一日三餐绝对少不了辣。再干本韵味的 top。就害了当时没多背，厌恶了这么玩乐队，塑料普通话不学费，从脖子压错的鬼鬼，就说是别写也恶改，就说我也恶改，学不得地了也恶改，我还是咋说的猛仔。来放的态度不讲道理，这城市所有 passion shake your body， 不在我笼子就在你家一起 feeling the vibe，you better come in and find it。老英俊大酒一步步高，莫相信他们的泡泡之话，比他们敢搞，因为手里有牌，吃得快把人嘛，为仇又再喊我快得落，我恨个不羁。你在心酸，我还在无意，我反过的爱是为深耕不息，一路上我相信人者无敌。来放的态度不讲道理，这城市所有 passion shake your body， 不在我笼子就在你家一起 feeling the vibe，you better come in and find it。一个废字不能概括，对味的实在有态度，改造了总比我再错。Gotcha，当兵新兵。都是两片秋叶，老家炒热不得丢个，专手的在政府纠结，我的妈耐得烦我，越境要好口罩照说的虎 ，Rapping my city you know that I'm cool， 干脆用力落实长沙态度。一个废字不能概括，对味的实在有态度，改造了总比我再错。
Yeah. They plan was to knock me out the top of the game, but I overstand they truth is all lame. I hope right in they mouth, then I carve my name. Nah, it's too real. Nah, it's true king. It's however you feel. Go ahead, you swing. Your arm's too short to box with God. I don't soloists, only squads. Fame went to their head, so now it's guys. Yesterday you begged for a deal, today you tough guys. I seen it coming soon as I spotted my enemies trying to do what I do. Came in with my style, so I followed you. I kept changing on the world since barbecue. Now you wanna hang with I hung with. It's funny, I once said, if I ever make a record, I take a check and put something away for a rainy day to make my exit. But look at me now, 10 years deep, since the project bench with in my socks sleep. I never asked to be top of Rap's elite, just a trial trying to learn the traps of the streets. But look at me now. Give me time to explain. Women in fast cars and diamond rings could poison a rap star. I saw birds flying through a broken sky. Wish I could flap wings and fly away to where black kings in Ghana stay, so I could get over with that.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Howard is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Kobe. And it's Rose in at the point.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. Bryant with us. Chris Paul covering.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Bounce pass from Rose. Shoots a fader. Good on the bucket.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Duncan, and that's good. Lead pass to get it done.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me, it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And that's going to be a travel. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's sent back by Howard.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Durant. To the middle. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. Excellent D there from Stoudemire.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Rose. Pass to Bryant. Over Paul. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Rose. Bryant's got 7 points in the game.
Kobe knows exactly what he's doing. Clever, crafty. He's able to disrupt the defense and get what he wants.
Here's Nowitzki. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Duncan with the screen for KD. The feed to Duncan. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Howard. Love checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Tim Duncan. Paul dishes to James. Duncan with a screen on Wade. No one near James as he lets it go. And another miss by the East. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. A big group substitution here for the East. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Duncan. Pierce comes in for Kevin Durant. Deron Williams checked in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Anthony. Feeds it to Garnett. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Here, I got a question for you. How do you guard Garnett in the pick and roll? He can drive, he can spot up, he can make the extra pass. Basically, KG can do just about anything in this set.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Johnson with the block.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him.
And you watch Williams play, physical point guard, draws a lot of contact throughout the course of a game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Johnson outside. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Paul Pierce.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's Rondo with the ball for the East. They trail by 1. Williams looking over the floor. Over Johnson. Williams can't get it to go. Johnson against Love. With the putback. And Bosh able to finish.
Look, when you're defending Bosh, I think you got to get your body into him and on him. Box him out on the misses or he'll do what he just did there.
Now here's Pierce. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Gasol, a screen on Johnson. Williams passes to Gasol. And the basket is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Johnson. Off target from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Love outside. Gasol trying to free himself up. The second effort, and the layup is up and in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now, here's Parker. Bosh, a screen on Rondo. Here's Parker. The rebound by Kevin Love. Here are the East All-Stars. Outside Rondo. And yes, it's good. And it's a 3-point East All-Star lead.
Rondo has exquisite handles now. He's got every dribble move in the book and even then some. So you can't blink or go to sleep when you're trying to defend him.
Fires from the line. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
They're storing boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now, here's Parker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The offensive rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 5 to shoot. Garnett with the screen for Parker. Over Love. And that one's good. Parker.
That's just too easy for Parker there. He loves getting those opportunities.
It's Williams with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. East All-Stars lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Smith out there with Bryant. And it's Rose, then there's Howard, and it's Wade in at the 2-guard.
They're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Bryant gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good. The East leading by 5. Paul kicks to LeBron. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the East. And then Randolph slams it in.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Rose passes to Bryant. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Bryant's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Paul looking around. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Well, what more can we say about LeBron? I mean, he's simply one of the greatest to ever play.
The West trails by 6. Now Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Kobe. For the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know, as they try to cut into this lead, they're having a lot more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter.
Outside Durant. There's the pass to James. Over Wade. And they double up James. Duncan kicks to Paul. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Wade finds Bryant. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the East All-Stars.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Nowitzki comes in for Zach Randolph. Nash is subbed in for James. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and the basket by Rose.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Now, here's Durant. Nowitzki with the screen on Bryant. Here's KD. He gets it in there. Durant's got 6 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rose passes to Kobe. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Jameer Nelson's checked in for Bryant.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Steve Nash. Rose can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Down low. It's deflected. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Nowitzki missing. The West trails by 5. Wade, right side. To the inside. Here's Howard. Outside Rose. Stoudemire setting the pick for Rose. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you look at Rose and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy's constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Timeout called East All-Stars. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Chris Bosh is checked in for Howard. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Rose. Here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And with good defensive versatility and smarts, Love has turned himself into an asset at that end.
Here's Rondo, and the shot goes down. And the East leads by 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And now Pierce running the floor all by himself.
Hustle being rewarded that time for Paul Pierce. Excellent execution on the break.
The West trails by 7. Parker kicks to Nelson. Anthony with the screen on Williams. The shot's good. Nelson's got his first 2 points. Now here's Rondo. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Nelson. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the East All-Stars.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
Anthony's shot is off. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the East. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Gasol setting the pick for Rondo. And he drives in. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Gasol's got 8 points.
You know, Rondo is a master teacher when it comes to the pick and roll. He knows exactly how to take advantage of what the defense permits.
Now, here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Johnson against Pierce. On the wing, Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clever play by Williams. Gets right into the defender's space to draw that foul.
Zach Randolph, he's checked in for the East. LeBron comes in for Rajon Rondo. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Garnett comes in for Anthony. And it's Josh Smith in for Jameer Nelson. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Parker. Parker's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Williams against Parker. Outside Williams. And here's James outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the East All-Stars. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
They've got Duncan. Durant is out there with Nowitzki. And it's LeBron James. And it's Paul in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Paul passes to Durant. Shot from free throw range. Count the basket. Durant's got 8 points.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Passes it to Bryant. Howard trying to free himself out. Kobe misses.
and they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Nowitzki with the screen on Bryant. Durant kicks to Nowitzki. He can't get that one, and the West will go the other way with it. Here's Bryant, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Duncan with the screen on Bryant. Outside Durant. 4 on the clock from 18 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good. The West trails by 7. Left side Rose. Dishes it to Wade. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Kobe against Durant. Shoots over Kobe. Here's Duncan. Durant trying to break free. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Rose passes to Kobe. A floater. Duncan with the block. All against Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Rose.
And the leadership Paul provides both on and off the floor is extremely important, very valuable to any team. He's really about trying to make his teammates better, and that serves everybody well.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the East. Anthony's checked in for the West. Wade, and he banks in the layup. Wade's got 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Duncan with the screen on Anthony. LeBron kicks to Duncan. There's the drive, and Duncan throws it down hard.
That's exactly why you can't give Duncan any lanes, any daylight. When you do, he slams it with force.
Rose passes to Anthony. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Stoudemire with the screen on Rondo. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Wade.
And the ball handling of Wade. Outstanding work, getting crafty with it and converting because of that creativity.
Here's Paul. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Wade against Rondo. Basket counts. 9 points in the game so far.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Rondo with the ball. Pass to James. The 3. Rose with the rebound. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the West. 7-point differential. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Duncan. The drive by Paul. He feeds it to James. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the East. LeBron, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Rose can't hit. The East leading by 7. And here is Paul. 10 points for him. Here's James. The feed to Duncan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And that's now 10 points for Tim Duncan. Duncan's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Nowitzki. Pierce comes in for LeBron. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Paul. And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 9 points. Here's Parker. And it's in there. Parker's got 6 points.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Back to Rondo. Gasol, a screen on Parker. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
That's good from Rondo.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up. Mark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
Bosh against Gasol. Over Bosh. No good from Gasol. The West trails by 9. Smith the pass to Garnett. It's stolen by Duncan. To the paint. Here's Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Again and again, rinse and repeat. Nash continues to find the open man.
Parker passes to Smith. .135 left here in the third quarter. Bosh and Gasol sends it back. Now Williams, 10 points for him. From 17 feet out, rebound by Smith.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Parker. Over Nash. Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Parker.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Stolen by Bosh. Parker against Nash. Parker outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Duncan outside. Gasol, a screen on Johnson. Good! And 12 points for Williams.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Parker outside. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 14.
And how about the handles of Williams? Just impressive. Always fun watching him toy with the defenders with his dribble move.
And so it's the East All-Stars ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Kobe. Derrick Rose is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Anthony. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Durant. Rose finds Bryant. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Rose against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Randolph. Lets it go with a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Paul is a more than capable three-point shooter now. He does not need much separation either to get off his shot.
Outside Rose. He dishes it to Kobe. And stolen by LeBron. Inside. That's good from Paul on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
Rondo looking around. Back to Paul. Left side Randolph. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Randolph knows the importance of staying engaged and alert. But man, what a surprise to see the big fella pop up and throw it down.
From 17 feet out, Kobe can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Derrick Rose, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
The East making a switch. Nowitzki's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Stoudemire's checked in for Rose. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Bryant is taking no prisoners on the offensive end.
LeBron against Anthony. Here's LeBron. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Wade with the ball for the West All-Stars. It's a 14-point game. Stoudemire finds Bryant. Howard setting the pick for Kobe. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Kobe's got 22 points. Here's Paul. Pass to LeBron. 14 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's now 8 points for LeBron. The West trails by 14. Outside Anthony. Feeds to Kobe. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Kobe's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
And the pass to Nowitzki. Back to Paul. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot by James.
Well, this is how effective LeBron is in close. Just takes his time, never in a rush, and exploits holes in the defense.
Outside Anthony. Back to Kobe. Passes it to Stoudemire. To the middle. Howard can't hit.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
LeBron outside. He kicks to Rondo. He tries for three. It's rebounded by the West. Outside, Kobe fires for three. The shot, no good. Now the East will take it the other way. Paul against Bryant. Paul dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Bryant. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Pau Gasol is checked in for Randolph. Williams comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Nash is subbed in for Paul. Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams' shot is off. The West trails by 14. For three, Smith. Gasol with the rebound. Now here's Nash. Here's James. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Garnett outside. Parker right side. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the East. Kobe's checked in for the West. Here's Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Paul's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Bosh, that's good.
Well, KG is excellent as a passer at the power forward position. If he finds a guy this open, he knows how to feed him on time and on target.
There's Williams. Sweet little floater.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Out to Parker. Five on the clock. Charity stripe shot. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. James, the pass to Gasol. To the inside. Here's Paul. Good D by Wade.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Bosh. Back to Wade. Garnett with the screen for Wade. Out to Parker. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
James finds Williams. Over Bosh. Here's Gasol. And the layup falls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Parker against Williams. Pass to Nowitzki. pick up the second chance points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark
Rocket Man drop on the grain. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Rocket Man, another bag. Rocket Man, too bad. Rocket Man, whip too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Yeah, wide roll now. Don't put her on a pedestal. I put her on a better views. Put her in some better shoes. Now she's making better moves. VVS is on the ring bezel. You were way under the sea level. Going up till I hit falsetto. They say my flow is on God level. God level. I am not with y'all devils. You cannot bring me to y'all level. I got it covered on all levels. Rocket Man drop on the grain. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, 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 Rocket Man never out of gas. Rocket Man another bag. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man went too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man.
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but I look like I've been getting money, how reeking. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro. It's hard for me to get excited. I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Riding around and hurt tested. Hanging both of my legs out it like what's up? I got stakes and they too high now I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like what the 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like The King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they I'm back there doing jack dance like And I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though. And I know I gave up, but I'm told her I don't, but you can try though. I'm not on top of it yet, but I'm that guy though. I take a look round at my confidence just wide open, big whipping. I notice they treat me like I'm chosen. Eyes open, heart clean, and my mind focused. Just keeps going how I wrote it. How the you doubt us? I mean, back then it made sense, but it's like, now what? Now they down to come round just to be round us. You ain't one of my dogs, why do you hound us? It's very few of you I like, but it's a whole lot of y'all I don't trust. Cause 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like bow, bow, bow. TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like bow, 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 bow. The King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, they bow, 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 bow. I'm back there doing jack dance like bow, 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 bow.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Isang bagsak. Yo, the story arc if it don't involve no matriarch. Some mothers work from the ground up. They craft in air like ATR with the butterfly sleeves. Naka-Philippine na pag nagsalita mga banat ay wag magtaka kung ako ay makatabulok na sistema. Kurakot sa pera bagsak, but we put in our heart into darkness. They put in these in the office. Or you thinking you schooling but you lost cause you best see the boss while atop this. But look at my ate, she moving so cold. Can't hold a candle to her when she glow. Flick at the wrist but that ilaw she hold. Panago sa ilaw she dripping in gold.
We pulling up in a jeepney. All of my soldiers greet me. Hand me bandanas. See me for my country. I live in for my country. On the low for my country. They got evil plans in the devil's hands, but I don't pray cause I organize. They got new ways to impose strength, but I teach mine how to mobilize. We don't fight for the money, for the greedy, for the want is our freedom and the right to live on our motherland.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Isang bagsak, God is up in every lifetime. We don't take no except an oppressor's. If you step out of your line, I will protect what's mine. Kahit merong rosaryo, sino magliligtas sa'yo? Mulat sa dagat hanggang mundo, proclaiming what's ours, the high and the low. These women are gods, you already know. Roots deeper than water, they're in a village, a river. You'll be in a minute like Nevis Fernandez. Have you for my tribe, quickly regret it. Abani ko sa kamay, ang isang mikropono sabay. At ang tapang ko, gaya ng inay. At halimaw nang sumasabay. Mga bara nyo, lahat sablay. Mga rappers na puro bagay.
Welcome to our coverage of the
Filipino phenotype, kayo monkey mestizo right. But give me that moreno like that rookie or a type. My lolas they be speaking like those Bali songs and I breathe the need no hype. Two tongues are sharper with the mic. I need no in my history like from a loud readers weaving tight. They until one might just turn the see no light. Hacienda like Aquino right. Rodrigo my titles left and right. With smoke and mirrors fill the night.
So let it be known, if you don't already, Pinays have always been part and parcel, if not imperative and critical to the struggle. Filipinos are no strangers to wielding our own power. Of all the privileges that exist in this world, none of which you may be a benefactor of, there is at least one you bear, and that is the privilege of having been born a Filipina. Your building blocks
of over 500 years of resistance and survival, and when you are ready, sis, we'll be right here.
Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Island woman rise, walang makakatigil. Brown, brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat. They got nothing on us, nothing on us, nothing on us. Isang bagsak.
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Siempre bendecido, aunque hablen mal de lo mío y el periodista está inventando lío. Eso no me importa, yo sigo en lo mío. La gente sabe cómo soy, por eso están conmigo. Saben que soy un gordo, avaro con estilo muy caro, que se comió el panorama con un solo bocado. Siempre lo han criticado porque siempre fui raro. Nunca hice lo que hacen, por eso no me alcanzaron. Es como lo imaginaron, un blanquito iluminado que escapo de la casa y la plaza, lo he escuchado. Y después de haber notado mi nivel desenfrenado, muchos perros se tragaron todo lo que me vomitaron. Pero no hacen nada como nosotros lo hacemos, siempre estamos plenos. Ey. No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. En otras acciones yo no te voy a dar explicaciones. Y con 2 canciones hice que todos me mencionen. Dios me prometí no bajar escalones, pero decidí bajarlo y explicarle a estos torpes que tú séquito de nenitos envidiosos y pésimos. Quieren o no quieran, a mí deben darme crédito. Vean donde vean, siempre va a estar el polémico Paulito sin igual que roba el panorama escénico. Y ninguno salió a poder hacer lo que hice yo. Igual me criticaron, no sé qué pasó. Y eso que fui el primero que hace picado más flow. Pero nunca puse un pero porque represento a vos y a tus bandas de embusteros que dicen que rapero yo no soy, pero bueno, eso me huevo. Sé que sí hay dinero, es porque el imán soy yo. Igual nunca digo nada, siempre fui como un robot. Un caballo que mira para adelante sin error. No maldito quejoso, molesta como un bocón que no acepta que hay ejemplo y el ejemplo va a ser yo. Sí, el ejemplo va a ser yo. El ejemplo va a ser yo, sí. Ey, el ejemplo va a ser yo. Siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Leones con flow, Paulo Londra, Isa Session 33, era por mí, claro que sí.
Piece of rap, piece of rap.
College girls in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping.
Boys got some lips sealed, ain't pillow talking. In my earlobe, got 2 carats, VVS. Got a penthouse near Rodeo, out for stress. All this money, when I grew up, I had nothing. Filled with my whole life is disgusting. Can't believe it, gotta thank God that I'm living comfortably. Getting checks, I don't believe, but she say she done with me. Burn some bridges and I let the fire light the way. Kicking my feet up, left the PJs on a PJ. Yeah, I'm a big dog and I walk around with no leash. I got water on me, yeah, everything on Fiji.
Brand new bag, college girls in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. A rockstar, pack up toys. I was 15 with my dog. Put up and I hop on a plane, still I'm out. So risky, I gotta be gifted. He blessed me with fortune and fame. I remember for 50, I couldn't go back empty. I knew I was stuck to the game. Loyal and I never change. I'm never gonna go against the grain. I'm never gonna be the one turn on my brother when gotta. I won't ever love it more than my mother, and that's on my government name. I can't be no ain't hating on no one. I wish everybody get paid, cause we can't up every day. Brand new bag, college girls in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Weezy out of here.
I'm ballin'. Yeah, yeah. Ballin' like LeBron son, Hollis, star 9. On me, got features.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Griffin all out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Here's Irving after the made shot from KD. Davis with a screen on Curry. Irving passes to Davis. No good on that one. Griffin with some nice D. Here's West now. Over James. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And George kicks to LeBron. Anthony against Wall. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Davis.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
Curry dishes the Wall. Outside Durant. Pass to Curry. From deep three-point range. Feeds it to Griffin. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Here's LeBron, following the basket by Blake Griffin. 6 to shoot. Anthony with the screen on Wall. And it's James missing. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. Now here's Curry. Pass to Griffin. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
For 3, Westbrook. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now here's Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
And the power of Dwayne Wade on display. Rare for a two-guard.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Now, here's Green, following the shot by Chris Paul. Wade kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Green. DeRozan against Butler. Fires, high post, and it's good off the back rim and in.
DeRozan has a dynamic mid-range game. Whether he's wide open or being defended well, he can knock it down from there.
Porzingis with a screen on Green. Nowitzki, the pass to Porzingis. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Ball against Lillard. The pass to Wade. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
So tenacious on offense. Wade has a keen awareness when to fire that quick shot.
Ball against Lillard. Left side Butler, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on DeRozan.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Lillard fires away from way outside. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. West All-Stars lead by 1. And the welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
They've got Paul George, Duncan out there with LeBron James, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Davis in at the 5 down low. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Kemba Walker. Kevin Durant's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for Kyle Lowry. It's Curry outside. The West again cannot hit. George with the ball. Started now by Durant. Anthony can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harden outside. KD looking around. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
In the corner, George with it. Off target with his 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And Wall kicks to Curry. Dishes to KD. To the paint. Here's Love. That shot misses. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Anthony, the pass to George. 3-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting. Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
George against Harden. Outside Curry. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the West All-Stars. LeBron with a screen on Curry. Nobody near Irving. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so here are the West All-Stars.
Oh, my! Wow! How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam King.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The East trail by 6. Floats it up for Davis. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The East making a switch. Paul's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Love. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for James Harden. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Porzingis, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Nowitzki comes in for Anthony. Butler, he's checked in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Irving. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard finds Wade. Cousins with a screen for Wade. And that one is good. Wade's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Porzingis with a screen on Wade. Out to Porzingis to end the run. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 8. Here's Wade. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Green, he's checked in for the West. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the grown man strength of Wade powering his way through the contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
You know, there's a tenacity to Butler's approach that's really hard for the defense to match most times.
Outside, Green. Some nice passing here by the West. And it's Lillard missing. The East trail by 9. Porzingis with a screen on DeRozan. Porzingis can't hit. And it's Wade with the ball for the West. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Griffin dishes to Wade. The layup missed. And so it's the West All-Stars in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wall, and it's Harden in at the 2. The East trail by 9. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Curry with him. Griffin sets the screen for Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Davis against Griffin. From inside, and Davis can't get it to go. The West leading by 10. Here's Harden on the wing. Kicks it to KD. Outside Curry. Pocket 6. From deep. That one, no good. Now the East will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In the corner, George with it. In the corner, it's James. From down in the low post, it goes. LeBron's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Griffin sets the screen for Curry. Driving in. Harden surveying the D. Griffin a screen on George. They get it back. Durant hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Durant's got 8 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
On the wing, Irving, defended by Griffin, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Good positioning that time from AD, working the pick and roll beautifully.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Duncan comes in for Anthony, and Walker subbed in for James. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Griffin. Love comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Kyle Lowry in for James Harden. Lowry with the ball, guarded now by Duncan. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection, Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Porzingis is checked in for the East. Russell Westbrook comes in for Irving. Then for the West All-Stars, DeRozan comes in for John Wall. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. Outside for Lowry. From deep. The West again cannot hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, George. Porzingis sets the pick for George. And the 3 off target. The West leading by 8. And here is Cousins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lillard with the bucket.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
And Walker kicks to Duncan. Outside Westbrook. Walker against Lowry. Shot from 12. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his first points of the game.
I think the mid-range, Jay, has always been one of Kemba Walker's strengths. The defense really can't allow him to get comfortable from that spot.
Lowry with the ball. Out-guarded by Porzingis. Count it. Cousins has got the lead up to 11 now for the West All-Stars.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
No good from Cousins.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Duncan, the pass to Walker. Back to Duncan. Over Love. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
And the floor awareness of Walker, impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by speed. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
We've got Butler. Nowitzki is out there with Davis. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Paul in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
That time you see the hustle there by Buckets. First corralling the miss, then sinking the dagger.
Paul against Curry. Griffin a screen on Paul. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Griffin. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Here's Harden. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yet another hard shot that Harden makes look easy. Amazing at measuring the floating jumper.
Passes it to Paul. Loads it up for Davis.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 11 points. Griffin sets the screen for Wall. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
And there it is for him.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Curry passes to Green from deep three-point range. No good on the shot. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Ball up top, guarded by Curry. Outside Butler. Outside for Davis. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here is Harden. Pass to Curry. The 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nowitzki against Green. Nowitzki inside. Shot clock at 3. Here's Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here is Harden. Outside Curry. Up and in on the layup.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
Paul passes to Nowitzki. And here is Irving. Davis setting the pick for Butler. Over to Wall. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden against Irving. And the basket by Harden.
Harden putting constant pressure on the defense, finishing down low.
The East trail by 5. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the East. Davis with a screen on Harden. Irving dishes to Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
We see some high-flying efforts tonight, or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Butler passes to Davis. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
Curry passes to Harden. Green dishes to Curry. Launches it. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Harden kicks to Green. Curry looking around. Pass to Harden. Now Griffin. He's guarded by Davis. Tries from 7. East grabs the miss. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Poked away. Now Paul. Davis setting the pick for Paul. Loads it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The West trails by 3. Left side, Griffin. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. There's the triple. James Harden with the rebound. Irving's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Now here's Harden. The dish to Green. Curry, wide open. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for the East. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Nowitzki. LeBron comes in for Jimmy Butler. George is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Walker subbed in for Paul. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Dwayne Wade's checked in for James Harden. And Lillard subbed in for Stephen Curry.
Who's watching him?
Wade finds Durant. Ball against James. Cousins, no one around him, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so George will bring it up for the East. Outside, Davis. The pass to Walker. Pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron outside. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And it's George missing. George has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Durant kicks to Lillard. Cousins with a screen for Wade. Over in the corner, Cousins sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The East trail by 3. Outside, Walker. Anthony dishes to LeBron. Pass to George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Pass to Lillard. Wade, right side. Cousins with a screen on George. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
Davis with a screen on Wall. LeBron passes to Walker. Loads it up for Davis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wall against James. And the West hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
LeBron outside. High post, Davis. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Cousins. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Now the pass to Lillard. Here is Durant. There's the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. George with the ball. He kicks it to Walker. There's the feed to James. Shoots over Lillard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. Here is Durant. Lillard outside. Shoots over Walker. And that one's good. Lillard.
In that mid-range area, Lillard is deadly as anybody. His mechanics and technique on that jumper, flawless.
Here's LeBron. Misses off the right iron. The West leading by 6. Wade outside. The kick out to Wall. Cousins with a screen for Wall. Cousins, the pass to Wall. Outside Durant. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And the handles
from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
James against Wall. Here's Davis. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Outside Durant. A pass to Wall, and the sweet dunk by Wall.
How about terrific timing by Wall on that play? I mean, he's up in the air at exactly the right moment to throw it down.
LeBron passes to George. He feeds it to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside Durant. And Davis sends it back, and they're able to recover. Screen by Cousins. Lillard. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan.